I'm Michael Wargo, team pilot with Precision Aerobatics and Hobbyking. Today we're going to do the second in the series of how to go from being a good pilot to a great pilot. The second part of this is going to be something you know I'm a big proponent of, and that is precision flying. So I'm going to show you some maneuvers and some things you need to work on and how you have to work on them in order to get to that next level. There's something really important I need to tell you. These skills, I believe, are the skills that transformed me from just a pilot who got up and flipped the plane around into what I felt was a 1,000% better pilot. It made me more, it made me better with the tail and doing slow rolls and things like that. It made me so much more spatially aware and aware of where the actual aircraft was. Just drawing patterns in the sky from a pattern sequence changed me considerably. My story is literally, I was already a sponsored pilot, 3D pilot. And when I first took up precision flying, I thought, well, that's going to be easy, just fly in straight lines. But the truth is, after about a month of it, I just remembered saying to myself, it's amazing how much I suck at this, because I thought I was a good pilot. So as I got better and better and better at it, it transformed my flying. And the unfortunate part is it takes time. It's hard. Long, slow rolls are difficult. Single rolling maneuvers are difficult. They take time. But it's these people who will take that extra time to go out and improve their flying and put in the time to repeat these patterns and to keep flying until they can fly perfectly straight are the ones that do get to the next level. If you're not willing to put into the time, it won't happen. Here's where precision really starts to shine, is when, let's say I want to do a turnaround, but instead of anything that would be considered normal, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do maybe a half of a knife edge loop and fly it like this. And that maneuver looked very pretty as a way to turn around. We're going to do it again. I'm going to go inverted. I'm going to do a half of a knife edge loop and roll out inverted. Go on knife edge, start my loop down, roll it, and look at how pretty that looks. And you notice all the points were slow and smooth. And that's what, when you see somebody do maneuvers like that, you immediately know that they're a skilled pilot. Flying straight lines will help you find this, for instance, find the center of the runway and keep it and hold it. Because everything looks better if it's nice and straight. Ready? This video is not going to be about me showing off the stuff that I can do. What I'm trying to do is explain to you what you should practice. If I tried to make all these maneuvers perfect, we'd be out here all day with me trying to, to fly each maneuver like that. What I'm going to do is kind of show you the principles involved and show you how important it is. And I'm going to use a pattern plane because I think it's just, it'll be more precise and make me look better, of course. But I think trying pattern and IMAX sequences are very important. The first thing I'd recommend is go to the AMA website and bring up some of these sequences, basic, sportsman. Start with the simple ones and see if you can do those maneuvers. I think they're really going to help your 3D flying. Like I've said many times, precision flying in straight lines is important right from takeoff.
Flight mode 4.
But flying straight lines in a pattern like this looks very easy, but I can assure you it's not. And if you can do it and you get a little better at it, you can try things that are a little more advanced. At this time I'm going to do what would be a single rolling circle outside loop. So I'm going to do it starting inverted. You can start it right side up if you want, it doesn't matter. It's a little easier right side up. Quarter, half, 3/4, and out. And again, you notice every point roll is nice and slow and deliberate. Here's a tick-tock loop, which is it develops skills going in both directions, which I really, really love this maneuver, but it's very hard.
Time remaining 2 minutes.
Wasn't very pretty, but sometimes, you know, you start practicing, you know, rolling maneuvers, only rolling in one direction, like this. That's a half circle there. But doing them in both directions is also just as important. Learning how to roll the opposite way, or halfway in one direction and halfway in another. This time I'm going to do a single rolling circle. And again, I can show you just how pretty this maneuver looks. If it's done right, try and stay in the same level. We're going to go around. We're at a quarter roll. We're going to keep going. We are now at half a roll. And when I get to 3/4, and now we're going to keep it coming, and eventually we're going to go right back to where we started. Again, it takes a lot of time and effort to learn how to do that properly. Here's a maneuver from a really advanced sequence that I particularly like, and that is we're going to do an 8-point roll over the top half of a loop. So we're going to go up.
30 seconds.
We're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
20 seconds.
Okay, I drew that out a little long. It wasn't perfect, but you know, every time I come out, it takes a couple of tries to really start getting the geometry correct. This time I'm going to do a single roll to over half a circle and then reverse it. So here's rolling to the right. There, I've completed it. Now I'm going to go the opposite direction and complete the loop. That was about as ugly as it gets, but I have limited battery. I've kind of lost sight of it a little bit out there. Another really important skill, and I think would probably be one of the first things you want to try, is to just do a nice long slow roll. And again, this is just a matter of trying to keep the plane very straight. There's halfway. All the way. In my opinion, that's probably the first thing you should attempt to do, because when you learn to do that too, it'll help you keep all your point rolls nice and straight as well. Now, another value of these maneuvers, and really is going to take it to the next level, is combining maneuvers. This time we're going to combine some straight line stuff. And again, this is next level stuff. So we're going to, in this case, I'm going to do a half roll and 2 points, 1.5 snap. I'm flying in a straight line, half loop. On the way down, I'm going to roll out, 1.25, down, straight. And again, I'm still staying on this straight line. A roll. There's that original half loop. And see how nice that looks, and everything's all in a straight line. Again, these are things that take a while, so don't expect them to happen right away. They take a lot of practice.
Flight mode 3.
But trust me, it will be worth it in the end. At this point, I thought I'd show the maneuvers with a foamy in some previous videos I did. I think it's really good to practice these things with the foamy, but you can see how nice straight line maneuvers look with even a little plane that you want to just flip around a lot. Again, these can be done so low to the ground and so close to you that you can see very clearly what your surfaces are doing. And I love doing this stuff with foamies, you know, and you could see just flying this maneuver and trying to square off the corners and fly straight. I really love that kind of thing. Or doing a kind of rolling loop and trying keeping it straight. Again, this video is about the next level stuff. And these maneuvers are very difficult. It's kind of fun with the foamies because you can do these things like right in front of you. And I think it looks really, really cool when it's done that close in, or you can guide the plane right to yourself, just like I did there. Or here, just being really precise on a little maneuver like this, it just shows so much control.